Hello twin flames and welcome to the Divine Masculine reading for Friday, and it is Friday the 13th today, so there is a lot of drama based energy around, because when we are light workers we know that we choose our reality. We know that we're in control, that we are strong, that we are safe. But when people are still in the matrix, they buy into all that craziness that this is a cursed day, or it's going to create drama, or you could have an accident, or things could just go wrong. And then they create that into their life. And that creates a big dark cloud around our divine masculine, around our journey, and in the world. So we have to be the light and shine brighter. So the big message today for the divine feminine is shine bright. And I feel that your masculine is picking up on all this energy today, because I do feel, just as the feminines are experiencing masculine energy right now, the masculines are experiencing feminine energy. So that means they're more sensitive. You know, your masculine is more sensitive. And they've been giving me neck pain today. And I know this is connected with the masculine, because neck pain is connected with changing your mind or removing stiff ways of thinking. You know, and what they're doing today is they're realising that Friday the 13th is not a cursed day. It's just another day. And it's a day where they can be happy or sad. It's their choice. So they're realising more and more that they are in control of their thoughts and emotions and their reality. And that's because they're moving closer and closer to your mission and closer to you. So I'm going to go to the Heal Your Body book with Louise Hay. And I'm just going to read you what it says for neck, because, you know, if you've been waking up with neck pain, like cramp in your neck, or you've been having pains in your neck and you don't know why, it is connected with what your masculine is going through. So I'm just going to pick up that right now. So we're going to go to neck. And they're also giving me a block in the throat, because the angel is saying anything that goes on in the throat chakra, like this cleansing and this healing, so communication can be restored and come back in, is also affecting the neck, because look at where the throat is. It's connected with the neck. So if there's any neck pain or neck issues, it's connected with the healing of the throat. Thank you, angels, for reminding me of that, as they do. So we've got neck then. So it says, refusing to see other sides of a question, stubbornness and inflexibility, represents the flexibility of life and the ability to see what's back there. So I feel this is also about needing to let go of the past. You know, both twins needing to let go of the past, because it says the ability to see what's back there. So we look back and we forgive and heal. So a lot of forgiveness energy coming in here, and the need to be more flexible with things, which means we stop focusing on when it's going to happen and we trust that it will be. And the masculines are becoming more flexible to making changes, whereas in the past they may have just said, no, I'm staying with my karmic partner, I don't want to talk about it, I'm staying where I am. And, you know, that was just a fear-based energy or a fear-based reaction to their emotions and energy. But now, you know, they're changing the way they're seeing things, not just in their own life, but in the world, realising that things are not always what they seem. And they do have a choice, and they can make a change, and they are capable of anything in their life. They're capable of great things. So there's really a message that when we're dealing with any neck issues, yes, it's connected with the throat chakra too, but it's about needing to be peaceful with life. And the masculines right now aren't peaceful with their life. You know, they're dealing with a lot of pressure, and that pressure is from themselves. And that may be causing tension, headaches, or nausea or dizziness. But there's things going on around them today that it's not a peaceful vibration. And that's why as divine feminines, it's even more important today that we raise our vibration and keep the energy high. It says, it is with flexibility and ease, I see all sides of an issue. So when we come back into the present moment, we allow ourselves to see things from all sides. And that's also the message coming through today in the daily angel reading. Make sure we are seeing both sides of a story, that we're having compassion and understanding for our twin, and trying to see it from their point of view and what they are going through. Because yes, the masculines do things more slowly than the divine feminine. But when they make the decision, it happens very quickly. They just take a bit longer to get there because they don't have the same support system that we divine feminines do. In other words, as a divine feminine, we open up about what's going on. You know, we have channels like this one, communities like this one, soul family, people we can talk about the journey with and express ourselves to. Whereas the masculines don't really have that. It's very rare anyway, and they bottle it all up inside. So they bottle all the energy up and then it gets ready to blow like a volcano. And that's why they feel all this kind of sexual energy and all of this passion and power and primal energy, but all that fear too. Everything wants to kind of bust out of that. And that's why when it happens very quickly because things just come out. You know, they blow up, they argue with the karmic partner, they say things, they may say things to you. So there's all this energy around them. So what I want to do, I want to bring in the Archangel Animal cards today by Diana Cooper. So what do we need to know today, please, angels, for the masculine? So got quite a few cards coming out. Those are the main two. I'm going to do these as kind of extra cards. So the first card is the owl. Now, I love that we've got the owl again for the divine masculine. This came up the other day. It says, listen to the messages of the angels. So the masculines are kind of listening now to their guides and their angels and their ancestors and the ascended masters and what's coming from inside, because the owl is all about wisdom and power and how we change our mind. So again, connected with the neck, because owls can turn their heads all the way around, and that's on their kind of neck energy. So it's about changing your mind, seeing things from a higher perspective, gaining wisdom, gaining clarity, gaining understanding in the darkness. Because the owls are nocturnal beings, so, you know, they are alive at night and awake during the night. You know, they may sleep in the day, they may be awake in the day. But this is showing you that they really come to, you know, their full fruition. They come into their full power during the darkness. And that's what the masculines do. They come into their full power during the darkness because it's in the silence and in the darker energies and the dark times where they wake up and see. When they learn, when they grow, when they awaken, when they understand. So they're starting to listen to the messages. And I love that we've got the owl. And, you know, maybe you've been seeing owls around. I certainly have. I'm watching the series Anne with an E at the moment. And there's owls in that. There's foxes in that. There's all kinds of magic in that show. And look at this, the kangaroo. So there could also be an Australian connection here that may resonate with you. But the kangaroo says, be a force for good. So the masculines want to be a force for good. And they are feeling that especially today because they aren't really agreeing with the energy of this day, you know, on an energetic level, just like you won't be. Because, you know, whether people are talking about it being Friday the 13th or they're not, there's still that kind of heavy energy around that's created by lack of understanding. You know, or the need for drama, or the need for struggle that comes when we are stuck in the matrix world and we think there's limits on things and we feel very limited by our circumstances and our job and our finances and our situation. But when we are awakened on this journey, we know that there are no limits because this is a vast, spacious, limitless universe, and limits are man-made. Like time is man-made, it's all illusion. We can control time. We can break through limits and be whatever we want to be. And the masculine is getting a taste of that right now. So it's like he's looking around his life and he's thinking, why is this holding me back? Why am I allowing this to hold me back? Why am I allowing my own fear to stop me from being where I want to be? And he's gaining knowledge and wisdom because he wants to be a force for God. You know, he wants to stand up and show the world who he is. He's starting to operate from his higher self and his heart space. Why? Because he's also operating in divine feminine energy. He's feeling things more. He's more sensitive to energies, more sensitive to chemicals, to drama and gossip. He's more sensitive to what he's putting into his physical self, into his body, the things he's eating and drinking, the things he's spending time doing. He's more sensitive right now. And we've got the guinea pig. says, do your part to illuminate the universe. So your masculine is saying to you today, I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part to become a force of good. I'm doing my part to do good in this relationship and to do right by you. I'm helping to illuminate the universe. So he's saying to you, I'm on mission. I'm doing what I need to do right now to help the world. And I love that we've got the dolphin. And the dolphin is about unconditional love, playfulness, and connecting with our inner child. Live joyfully in the present. So the masculine wants to live a more joyful life. He wants to be more in the present moment. He wants to offer you a gift. He wants to have a gift of love in his life, and he wants to feel better. So he's showing you he's connecting with these spirit animals or these animal guides to help him to see more clearly and raise his vibration. So I really feel, saying listen to the messages of the angels. They're coming through owls today, the kangaroo spirit, the guinea pig spirit, the dolphin spirit. And the dolphin is very high vibrational anyway. Dolphins are leaders of their kind, just like unicorns were. And you may think unicorns were a myth, dragons were a myth, but these these lived on the earth many, many years ago, just like dolphins do now. So in the future, when dolphins aren't around, people may say, oh, they are a myth. So you see how things change. Remember what society says is not always the truth. We have to trust our intuition and our inner guidance system and who we are as spiritual beings. And I did a reading the other day where we went beyond Lemuria, and remember that you were connected with other places. You are in this world, but you're not of this world. And the masculine knows that too. Deep down, somewhere within them, they are accessing that knowledge. Archangel Zadkiel is helping them to access that knowledge. So they're aware of that too. That things aren't always what they seem, that, the media may say something. Our parents may say something, the world may say something, but we think otherwise because we are a force for good. So we don't just listen to the narrative that's going on, that we're being told, the story that we're being told, or things on the television that tells lies to our vision. We are trusting our own self and our intuition and our own truth. And that's what the dolphin is showing here, that we are now more able to live joyfully in the present moment by paying attention to what that present moment truly is. And we've got the rabbit. So the rabbit is about leaps of faith, that Easter energy of resurrection and healing, rebirth. Recognize your significance. And this is Archangel Gabriel energy. So Gabriel helps us to stand up for our truth and speak our truth and be authentic and be the person we've come here to be. And the rabbit spirit is showing that gorgeous rainbow light for protection. So the masculine is realizing right now that he is a spiritual being. And that's why he's been seeing the number sequences of 1111 and 555, because he's making spiritual changes and his heart is expanding. So he's recognizing that he is here for a reason, that he is significant, that he does matter, that he doesn't need to keep doing the same thing every day because he's here to be a force of good. And we've got the cow, and the cow is about nourishment. And I love that we've got the two cows together. And this is about mirrored energy, but it's also about the masculine and the feminine, that when you are together, whether you are just meeting up for the day, you're in union, or, you're communicating, you nourish each other. So that's why we come back to each other, because that's where the nourishment is. It says, give with unconditional love and grace. And the masculines want to be able to give to you everything. They want to be able to give to you with unconditional love and grace. They want to be able to give to you when they can fully give to you. That's why sometimes they hide away or they hold themselves back, because you may feel like they're punishing you or they're not giving to you, but they're giving to you what they're able to in that moment. And the masculines have this real desire to be free so they can give you everything unconditionally, without conditions where they've got to go back to a karmic relationship, or they haven't got the right mindset to be able to be around you yet. They need to be free for that. And the elephant says, open yourself to true abundance. So the elephant is also a reminder that they never forget you, that you're always on their mind, and they are striving to bring true abundance into their life. And true abundance is really based on happiness and joy and health and all the things that make us feel good on this journey. So I do feel there's a lot of nourishment here and power. And the elephant is also connected with, I've got Archangel Michael's energy coming through as well, but Lord Ganesh removing obstacles. And Archangel Michael helping us to fight through this day because of the drama that's surrounded and connected with this day. And you may have not even been aware that it's Friday the 13th today, or there's that type of energy. Why? Because you are a light worker and you're not focused on that. What we give attention to grows. That's why, as a divine feminine, we may be aware of what's going on in the world, but we pay no attention to it. Even things like Mercury retrograde, if we think that's going to affect us, if we think that's going to cause issues, it will affect us and cause issues. And that's why the angels say, pay no attention. It doesn't matter. Okay? What matters is you and the way you feel and what you're creating, and what you're manifesting, and what you're thinking. And this is the energy the masculine is starting to harness. But I'm definitely feeling throat chakra issues, and that's why they're giving it me now. Like the need to cough or clear the air, because that's what's coming in, the need to clear the air. Not just with you, but with everyone around him, because he wants to be a force for God. He knows now he can nourish himself and he can be happy and he can have the life he wants to live. All the limits are in his mind and in society and what other people say and do. And he's breaking free from that and he's moving forward. And the most important one we've got is the dolphin for the masculine today. So I feel that you may see dolphins, you may see all of these creatures too. Especially if you're in fear, they're giving me fear around communication. But the dolphin is showing you the masculine is breaking free from the past, conditioning, programming, what society says. He's starting to think and act for himself, and that's helping him to become the leader that he was born to be. And they're giving me fear, so he's releasing all that fear around stepping up. But there is some heavy energy around both twins today, around the world. So we have to stay strong, know our truth, be the light and shine even brighter, because that's the force of God. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.